Yeah, Google, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to say something concerning marriage. Something concerning marriage. That's what I want to say today. Just like we have monogamous marriage, which is a husband marrying one wife, which is common in our society today. We also have another type of marriage called polygamous marriage, which means a husband marrying too many wives, which is also not that common, but at least some people are still doing that. You see, especially in Africa. It's part of our culture and tradition also in Africa. That is polygamous. So some people are still practicing it, especially rich people. And again, there is another type of marriage that is going on, but we are not being explained very well on it. You see, there is a marriage called community of property. You see, there is a marriage called community of property, which means it's a marriage whereby whatever you own belongs to your wife. You understand what I mean? Whatever your wife owns belongs to you as long as you have married. Anything that belongs to you, whether you buy a house before you get married, it belongs to your wife. Whether you have 20 buildings before you get married, it belongs to your wife. That is community of property. You see? If your wife have the same, it belongs to the husband. It's community of property. It's another type of marriage we have. You see? Then there is another type of marriage where we call it nuptial agreement. Yeah, nuptial agreement. I believe that is a marriage whereby whatever you own belongs to you, and whatever your wife owns belongs to her. There's nothing like to share. If there is anything like divorce, you don't communicate the properties. There's nothing like community there. It's separate properties. Whatever you own is yours. Whatever your wife owns is hers. So this thing of community of property is a marriage of 50-50. And this marriage of a nuptial agreement is also a marriage of 50-50, according to my own understanding. The difference between community of properties and nuptial agreement is that in nuptial, you own what belongs to you. Even if there is a divorce, you take what belongs to you. In community, you don't take what belongs to you. Everything you own in that marriage must be shared into two. You see? Or even the woman usually take the lion's share. You see? Whether you make it before or not. Then, in Africa, we have another type of marriage whereby a man is the head and a woman is a helper. You understand? That is in our tradition. A man is the head, a woman is the helper. Is you gonna bring a woman to your house to come and help you to build a family, to come and help you to take care of the house? You see? In that type of marriage, a woman has to be submissive to the husband. A woman has to respect the husband. You see? In that type of marriage, a woman has to come and take care of your home, your house. You understand? Especially when the man is rich, able to provide and take care of the wife and children. You don't need to work if he decides. If you say, no, I'm capable of taking care of you and the children, you just come and take care of my home. You see? That one is called housewife. A woman comes in as a housewife. You see? In that type of marriage, if there is a divorce, the man, whatever the man owns belongs to him. Whatever the wife owns belongs to her in case of a divorce. You see? In that type of marriage, it's better for us. You see? The only thing that can separate you in that type of marriage is maybe cheating or domestic violence. The dangerous one are the two things that can separate you and your wife. Apart from there, any other thing you can is for better for us. You have to live long. But you see, this one of community of property, most of the time, it often leads to divorce in one way or the other. Because it's a 50-50 marriage. A woman is equal to you. In that type of marriage, it's difficult for a woman to respect you as a man or as a head. It's always about competition. In that type of marriage, it's always about competition. The woman usually competes you as a man. You don't have, even if she does something wrong, you take it easy to talk to her. If you shout on her, she shout on you back. You don't have to challenge her on anything. She's always competing with you, challenging you on whatever you do. You are working, she's working. You see, both of you have to be contributing. So she has mouth in that house, not only you. If you dare cheat, she can go and cheat. You see, if you don't want, you divorce, you share the properties. You see? But most of the time, that one called community of property, men are suffering much on it. Men are losers. Especially when you are rich and you bring in a wife. You see? If there is divorce, you lose your sweat. Nobody likes it. No man likes it. You sweat and you make money, you go and marry. And there is a divorce in that marriage. You will lose. Your wife gain more. In that type of marriage, women usually cause divorce. So that they will gain, it will favor them. They will gain much from you. They make more money from your property, from your wealth. So, my thing is this. If you are a man you want to marry, check yourself very well. Check what type of marriage do you want. Do you want polygamous marriage? You must let your wife know first before you marry. Do you want monogamous marriage? Let her know the type of marriage you want. Do you want a housewife? Let her know. Let the woman know the type of wife you want, that you want a housewife. If you want a working class wife, look for a working class wife. You see, men who usually go for housewife are rich men, wealthy people. They have money to take care of everything. But if you are working, you are still hustling, you are struggling, though you have money, you can pay rent, you can even take care, but you are still struggling. You are not rich, like, to do so many expenses. Look for a working class woman. You see? So, but if I urge you, man, to avoid divorce or to avoid regret, if you are trying to get married, don't go for community of property, especially when you are rich. Don't go for community of property. That is the main reason why there is too many divorce in marriages today. Especially when you are rich. Whenever you go for community of property, it's causing a lot of divorce in the society. Because the women feel they also have a hand, they have power in that marriage. So you can't tell them what to do. You see? So that is it.